Hey everybody, welcome back to Dress to Quest. It's been a couple weeks, and we've missed you all. Um, but tonight is episode 9. Of course, before we start, we're going to go around the room just to have everybody let you know who they're playing and their names so that everybody is caught up. And then we'll kind of give a breakdown of what we've been through so far. So, from our top, let's start with Alex.
Hi, I'm Alex, also known as Idly or Wild Hearts on TikTok, and I'll be playing Erwina, Stars Druid.
All right. Space.
Hi, I'm Space. I will be playing Benji Goldenclaw, the barbarian.
Right. Eric.
Yeah, I'm Snark. That's all you need to know. Next.
Jinjak. Or Chris.
Hi everyone, I'm Chris. I'm playing Jim Jack Wonderful, a human cleric.
And Torrance.
Mike. Wow. Okay. Hi. Uh,
It's been a couple weeks. We'll
it's
get
been a
it
couple
together.
weeks. Hi, I'm Torrance. I am playing your paladin, and I am Castle War Raven.
All right. And I am your game master and mythweaver this evening, Tabletop Misfits. All right. So, um, it's been a long couple weeks. Gary Con, some work stuff, and I think everybody is ready to get back to the story. So let me just spin over here and we'll begin. Our group started in a small town known as Caer Konig. They took some time to get to know the town, work with the people there, help solve some small mysteries, and venture off to their next destination. They entered a smaller town known as Caer Denival, where people did not seem to take kindly to traveling folk. They were ran out after a bit of a situation happened at the bar with pitchfork and torch. They ventured their way all the way to the large city of East Haven. East Haven is a bustling town, a bustling city full of economics, and was built on the premise that money was kind of just flowing. So there are signs everywhere that states, "Watch thy pockets." They found a a small boy by the name of Bryn that gave them a little bit of a tour around the town. Uh, Without too much of a problem, he introduced them to some of the local thugs. They were able to dispose of them, and then were rushed to the center to what was considered a sacrifice to the Frost Maiden. At that point, a red wizard of Thay was sacrificed in the town square as part of a three-part sacrifice that gives homage to the town or to the Frost Maiden. Castle was picked out of the crowd for her armor, her stature, and the guards captain asked her to rally her friends to take on another mission. In order to do so, they were taken to the guard mount, where they were given the fact that 4 dwarves have went missing upon the lake of Zinishal. Without, of course, a little bit of fooler, tomfoolery would be the best way to put this. The group decided to venture off into East Haven, find a small tavern that normally doesn't do much, but they decided to rally their skills, and they created what seemed to be a very bustling and exciting evening, full of merriment, money, and libation. Towards the end, they they worked with Ronaldo, a local celebrity of East Haven, at least of this bar. as he was able to present a seance and speak to the Lady of White, who the bar was named after. Upon the evening, Arowena was um, reached out by a person from her family, by a white owl, where she was then given note that there was not going to be any sort of help just yet, but that they would reach out as soon as they could. And then with her final form of her star, she shapeshifted into an owl and followed this until it was no more, deep within the northern portion of Icewind Dale. And as the sounds from below the tavern start to bustle and people start to enter, the sounds are heard from above as our party starts to stir. And that is where we'll pick up. So I have right now a map on the screen of just the adventures that you have went to so far, going from Caer Konig to Caer Dineval and finally to East Haven. North of East Haven is, of course, Lake Dineshare, which is where you've been told these dwarves were lost or killed, and your journey will begin. But we are starting at the White Lady, as knocks on the door come from Bert as he is kind of walking around. Morning! Morning time!
You know, it's always dark.
If you open the door, you'll notice there'll be a small plate of food and a basin of water at each of your doors, and then you can hear the steps as he goes down the stairs down to the main area. Wants to begin their morning. Castle and Benji are snuggled up in between Candle, who, after a little bit of movement, a back foot pops Castle in the face as Candle just stretches out both legs on both sides. The fronts, both paws flap straight into Benji's face as Candle stretches out sideways, pushing both of them as far away from each other as possible.
Okay. Well, I guess I'm up now. I just look at Candle. I give him like
Castle.
oh, okay. I just give Candle like the meanest stink eye.
How'd
He
you-
just kind of looks over to you and
Okay.
just kind of droops his head.
That's not fair. That's not fair. You woke us up.
Stands up, kind of does a circle, and then right down in the middle.
Give him pets.
Ugh.
It's a good thing you're cute.
All
Mm-hmm.
right. While that motion is happening in that room, Jinjack and Snark, what are you doing as you're waking up? What does that look like?
Hey, Jinjack. If you
Mhm.
said it's morning, maybe that means there's breakfast.
Well, I suppose I could make some breakfast. Or first things first, though, Snart. And I get on my knees and I do my morning prayers.
All right.
What is
And-
that?
Oh, why don't you come over here and join me?
Uh,
I'll explain it as we go along.
Okay. And I just imitate him mindlessly.
So I do a morning prayer thanking. Why am I drawing blanks? I know who my goddess is. Thanking Shantea for letting me remember her name, and also hoping for a good and healthy day for everyone. And then I said, all right, And then I do my morning ablutions, wash face, brush teeth, and
And
which
while you're doing that, I say, "What are you doing?"
brushing my teeth. I've got a twig. You don't
You're
want to go
taking
down there with stink mouth. Open your
you're
mouth.
taking too long. I'm already gone. I've done the stairs.
I sort of reached for his head.
Ah!
So like a parent grabbing a child, Jack just grabs hold of the back of his hood and pulls him.
Don't go down without brushing your teeth.
All right.
I'll
Well,
head down. I'll head down to the kitchen.
you two are heading down. As you walk out the door, of course, you see a small plate of fresh bread, what looks like some overly cooked eggs, um, axe beak eggs, and a small basin of water with 2 cups sitting next to it.
Oh, it looks like someone's already made breakfast. Wait, we're staying at right, we're at an inn. Yeah.
Yeah, you're at the White Lady.
Like the white lady. Oh well. I guess I won't be making breakfast.
I tear in.
Only 2 cups?
Only 2 cups. As you look outside, though, you can see that small plates have been placed at each one of the doors upstairs.
Ah, I see. It's just because there's 2 of us in here. All right, Snart. I reckon this is our breakfast. So I'll pick it up and I'll head
I
downstairs.
hope so. I'm already eating it.
Oh, all right. I wait for Snart to get done.
And last but not least, Alex, since your adventure kind of lasted a bit longer that evening, you've taken a little bit longer to wake up. As the last one to start stirring, more so by the noises going on around you rather than the actual stir itself.
Yeah, I think
Scruff
she's
is-
been like full on, like head down on the pillow, like hair is completely wild and gnarled and a total mess.
Yeah, and you can see Scruff is on the far edge of the room, just wrapped up in a corner,
Aw.
as quiet as you are, but giving off that same look as the hair is matted and tangled, and but this is Scruff, so he's kind of more used to it.
Yeah.
You just hear this kicking of the foot as he's pulling something out from like something near his ear. But that's kind of the movements that you're hearing in that room. As you roll over, though, you immediately catch glance of that letter that you saw the night before.
Okay, well, Scruff, I don't think there's enough beauty sleep in the world for either of us, so we better just get up and get going.
He lets out a very playful bark.
Yeah,
And-
she'll grab the little letter and start getting as presentable as she can.
All right. So one by one, you all head downstairs. The puppy's kind of running behind as they're trampling down the stairwell. As you walk into what seems to be a pretty lively, in comparison to what you've heard nightlife seems to be, this is more of a bed and breakfast type feel. You've got people all over that have kind of slotted their own little spots. Small plates of food and drink are placed at each table. And Bart seems to be quite awake for an older gentleman after a long night. So, glad you all got your sleep. Seems it was quite a long one last night.
Yeah. You could say that.
Will you be staying
You
again
went
tonight?
hard.
Not sure. I mean, we have 2 missions that I know of. One, we want to look into those missing girls. But what was the other one? Trying to remember. There was missing girls, and then there was a temple or some place they
There
wanted
was the ghost mentioned a fortress,
that's it.
and then also a cavern with hags, I think.
We've got uh that I actually didn't get written down. But as far as missions goes, we have the one that the city gave us to go find all those people.
And then the dwarves on the boat,
We have funded, yes, the dwarves on the boat.
which is what brought us here.
What brought us here. And then for whatever reason, the ghost gave us information that could potentially tie all of that together, or what's actually going on in the world as a whole together. So.
What's the plan?
I say we do the thing that's the least dangerous.
They
I
all
agree.
sounded pretty dangerous.
I agree with Snark. Instead of just like drinking a cup of coffee that I went and made myself. Durgar or what was the other one again? Going out to sea? Oh man, it's too early for this. What do we? Well, I guess Castle, your mission is more important. Yes.
It's not my mission, it's our mission. They did put a little bit of urgency on it, but it's more so that they just want to know where these bodies are. They don't seem to genuinely think these people are alive. It's more so a matter of we need to make sure we find them and make sure that there are no other red wizard type situations causing these problems.
Is this related to the missing persons?
Yes.
All right, well, that's the one I'd vote for, if you're going to ask my opinion. It sounds like somebody's in need, and kidnapping's a vile, vile crime.
Yeah, I say let's go find some people.
All right, then, well, anyone else have a preference?
No, I go with you.
So long as we also try and figure out what's going on with the Charlemagne as well. That is the Charlemagne that's made the goddess all upset and made it dark.
Right.
That's kind of the, at least from what I'm understanding, the big overarching issue. So that is also a very high priority, is finding where those Draugr went. But if we want to focus on the missing people first, that might already be, unfortunately, off of this, out of the living order. They're still in the ecosystem. They're not going to be a living part until they're, put back into the system in some way.
Well, I have a feeling that these are all related anyway.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but she's got a point though, because if this were a game, and then I'll use my misty visions to make an illusion, it's kind of like a rectangular shape, looks kind of like what we would call like a monitor on a TV. This would be like a main quest, and it would say just discover the origins of the Charlemagne, and then we're going to do a side quest, and then side quest would come up, and it show EXP and it'd be a smaller amount. So we should do the side quest so we can get all the content.
Erwina just looks very confused.
Castle looks very, very much like trying to perceive whatever this is. Just but also very much bothered by it.
Erwina is just confused.
I think this is a good time to tell a story. Yeah. What do you think?
Wait. Before you do, let me go get more coffee.
Yeah.
I'll walk away.
There's a small table sitting next to the bar where there's two large pots.
That's fine, Castle. As long as I can see you, you can hear me. No, sorry,
No,
Benji.
I was like, I'm right here.
I know, Castle. You're right here.
Did not leave. I would never leave during one of your stories.
All right, so I tell the story.
Erwina puts her cheek on the table and is like half asleep, poking at her eggs.
So I'll drone on then.
Oh, it's not you,
this reminds
Jinjak.
me-
It's not you.
It just reminds me so much of Sundays. So, Chance the Paladin and her trusty war donkey Jasper saved the village witch from the murder of crows possessed by the Shallow Brigade, a nasty frolic of fairies from the Unseelie court. And the tale of her journey went as follows. And then I rattle on for 10 minutes. And then I finished with... So Chance flourished her new crow feather cloak as the villagers cheered on. And with a jaunty wave, she leapt onto Jasper's back and rode off into the sunset. So just remember, never stop yourself from giving some poor folk a helping hand. Blessings of Shantea be upon thee all. 4 hit points each.
Awesome. Erwina claps and yawns at the same time.
There's actually quite a few others that are just kind of, at first they weren't going to listen, and then as they caught on to the conversation at the end, they're just...
I'll roll performance, just cause.
Sure.
Is it performance? I guess it is. Is there a better one I can use than performance? No? Well, no. Religion? Nope, that's not better. Persuasion? Yeah, okay. Well, we'll do performance. And yeah, we're going to put some juice on it. And bam. Mediocre. All right, I have morning problems too then. Actually, 13 isn't bad. It's just not.
13's not bad. No.
Yeah.
Like I said, you actually got some quite a few people that were just kind of just sitting there talking with each other, and then all of a sudden, as you started to tell your story, they came to at least listen. Nobody was upset that you were out there just blabbering on and stuff. They were like very excited about and a few claps did come through from the audience. But and Bart goes, it's a pretty good story.
So
Yeah,
everybody
it's,
has 4 temporary hit points.
Yay!
it's funny, Grimjack. Every time you tell one of those stories, I feel like I get stabbed by a dagger and it wouldn't even hurt.
Wow, well then, I'm glad you're so inspired, and I'll keep that in mind next time someone's throwing a dagger at me.
I'll reach out to a knife on the table and I'm going to stab myself with it.
Oh gosh.
Or you could do that, you crazy little bastard.
Oh, I wouldn't.
Can I try and stop him, please?
I don't know. Would you have even noticed it before it happened? Is the question.
I would make the argument that since all of his little shenanigans and almost getting us arrested, I would very much be keeping constant vigilance on this little one.
I will give you a roll me just a dexterity roll then, or
Okay.
sleight of hand,
Okay, let's see.
because it's going to be how fast can you react.
Right. Okay. 19?
Oh yeah,
Just
yeah. As you're waking up, you raise the knife, and as you do, she grabs a hold of the hand just as you're getting ready.
I'm just like this on the table. Just
Oh yeah, that's probably not a good idea, huh?
no. Remember, we're like smart decisions. Let go.
Yeah. Okay. I'll let go.
And the knife clings against hits the table and then falls onto the floor. Oh, at least there's no bloodshed this morning then. I was a little confused by the little man here. But I should probably go check on the other tables. And he kind of walks away after almost watching Snark stab himself.
So it was the captain of the guard who told us about the missing people, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're the
All right.
one who hired us.
May I suggest a course of action and find out where they were last seen and then go snoop around that way? I mean, unless someone has a better idea.
Didn't she give us that information?
She said that they were last seen off the coast of Lake Denishaw.
Okay, yeah,
And
yeah.
other than asking the other fishermen, that'd be really the only other way you would gather any other information.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's head to the coast of Lake Denishal and see if we can find anything. Well, I reckon Arwina can talk to a fish or something, maybe.
I could try. I did scout a little bit ahead last night. Got a bird's eye view.
So
I didn't see any tracks, but I couldn't get that far out with my my familiar.
Yeah, so if we're looking on the map right now, you guys will be heading one of two ways. Either you can head as while you were over at the guard mount earlier the day before, you noticed that most of the coastline of Lake Denishaw is iced. Though Arowina, as you were flying over the lake in your owl form last night and during the evening, you noticed that the center is still very much alive and moving.
We're gonna need a boat of some kind, more than likely. And she continues to yawn. Mostly because I keep yawning. This is perfect.
Keep saying yawn, it's just going to continue to happen.
Yeah.
I have had to stop myself from yawning every time someone says yawn.
All right, let's head out and get a boat then, I reckon. Assuming everyone is done with breakfast and awake.
And probably some ice gear would be good too.
And
I
what?
will say Benji did mention last time. The only reason I'm helping this is because we've been away for a couple weeks. Benji did mention that she wanted to gather some things. I don't know what exactly she was looking for, but she had mentioned that in the last session.
Oh yes. Maybe we should get some like potions of healing, so that way, if you guys run out of spell slots, we still have a backup plan.
Mm-hmm.
So we don't have to buy a lot. We just have to buy a couple.
Yeah, good idea. Not dying is good.
Well, yeah, yeah. Not being stabbed is good too. I just look at Snart.
I look behind me. It takes me a second to realize she's talking about me.
Yeah, we could do that. I can also, if we want me to do Goodberry earlier, we can hand them to each other, and if one of us goes down, we can use them to help our friends stay alive as well. I don't know how much it cost. I've never had this much money before.
She's got this bag.
It's only like a little bit full.
No, don't do that. It's
only a little full.
I just look around to make sure nobody's like watching her do this. Whoever, I just want to mean mug whoever is being. her do this.
Give me a perception.
Perception. 8. I don't see anything. I'm still tired.
It's common.
That's
You know,
what-
it's more you're just trying to get your bearing, and it didn't work this time. It's all right. But
I just put your money away. We know this town has a very legal stealing problem. Ugh. You kind of yawned.
all right, as you head out, then I'm guessing the rest of you are heading into the bustling town of East Haven, out of the White Lady Tavern, up towards the lake. Of course, you have and to kind of speed this thing through a little bit, you do have the item that you can reach out to any guard to kind of get any sort of information you would need about the town.
Mm-hmm.
So if you're looking for a general store, if you're looking for a potion shop, what exactly are you trying to find? The local guard in the area would be able to at least point you in that direction.
I guess the potion shop first.
He says up north towards the northwestern side of town, you'll find a small shop owned by a lady known as Senesi. She runs a small shop known as Potions and Lotions.
Thank you. And I'll just is that the direction where we were already going in? We're going north?
So you'd be going north, but it's going to be a little out of your way. You'd be going the opposite direction to the west rather than to the east.
Okay.
But he just he gives you kind of the basic rundown of how to get there. But if that's where you're heading, so.
Potions and lotions. Guys, I found the shop. It's called Potions and Lotions. I do, this cold weather is not good for my skin, so I think we should go there like ASAP. As we drag Castle off in that direction. Hey, Castle and Snark.
Yeah.
Just yell for our Irwina and Jinjack to follow.
All right. So as you head off to the north, you kind of cut down some main streets, and you get to a small, almost stout-looking building. It's fully covered in what seems to be just random amounts of color. Like somebody took paint and just kind of splattered onto the walls itself outside. And then there's a large sign that says Potions and Lotions, Salves, and Tinctures.
I just look at the paint splatter and I just look at the castle. And I'm just like, so can I... Actually, maybe I shouldn't comment on that. Is that nice? Would that... Never mind. I just kind of just keep my mouth shut.
I mean, it looks nice to me. It's decoration. I don't really know art, but I guess it's cool.
Did it cut completely? Did we lose it completely?
No, we're back.
Yeah, but I'm seeing on Twitch it flopped it to... And...
Oh no, but we're all in different screens. So I'm now Castle.
That's an easy fix.
Space is now Snark. Snark is now Benji.
Oh,
Jinjack
the
is still
coffee.
Jinjack. Oh darn.
There we go. We're good. All right. Sorry about that. For some reason, it flickered on the internet. So, all right. So as you're heading off as you're standing outside this small building, what are you guys doing?
I guess we go in. I won't say anything about the art. I guess what is it that they say? Art is subjective or something like that. That's
Yeah, beauty is in the eye of the beholder, but bad art is crap.
I like that, Snark. That's really good. That just kind of hold the door open for everyone to go in.
So as you walk in this, almost it's this odd shift now. As you walk in, everything is pretty much in its own place. There's lines of tables of not tables, but of shelvings that have placed each one of these tinctures. They have their own writing on them. Everything is very meticulously drawn out inside. Outside just seems to be this odd shift of things. There's a lady sitting in the back, kind of eyeing at the door as people walk in. She has this burgundy, like red cloak over top this gold two gold chains that wrap around her that droop down on her neck. She's got long white hair that's kind of in this massive bun. Apparently, that makes me disappear when I do that. And she has what seems to be almost this ghost-like complexion to herself, where it's just very pale white and these very vibrant blue eyes. Welcome to Potions and Lotions. I'm Sinesi. How can I help you?
Looking for potions, and I think she's looking for lotions.
Well, I'm sure we have both. Um, what exactly are your ailments or protectants? What are we looking for?
Well, I need something to help, it's very cold outside and I just need something that, will help me stay warm, I guess. Do you have anything like that?
Oh, we have a few things. Do you mind the smell of trout, though? Is the question.
Oh, no. I'm gonna tell you right now. It's no.
No.
Just no.
I mean, if you mix it with things like herbs and eucalyptus, things like that, you might be able to kill the smell. But most of our fat comes from trout. So when we boil it down, we make it so that it's some sort of lotion so that it protects the skin.
You have a sample?
I do. And she pulls a small vial off the wall and takes the lid off, wipes her finger, and just kind of places it on your hand.
All right. I take it and I'll turn around. I'll kind of walk behind somebody so I'm in between them. I'll rub it on my face. I'm going to use my mask of many faces and turn myself into a halfling. And come out and say, oh my God, what happened? Oh, it turned me into a halfling. Right on.
I that's not ever. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen a goblin use it, so maybe that's what it does to goblins.
It's a trout-based miracle.
It's a trout-based miracle.
Trout-based miracle. They happen every day.
Then I turn back into Sark.
Oh, well, maybe it only lasts for a short period of time.
What does it smell like?
So the one that she gave you has a little bit of extra mixtures to it. It still has a hint of fish smell to it, but it's not
Erwina will avoid it at all costs.
Not happening. Not at all.
Okay. All right.
So we really came here for potions of healing. Do you have any in stock?
Oh, we do it. They're up front.
Are they made with trout?
No, they're not.
That's great. Okay, we can do something with that.
She pulls out a small chest, places it up on the counter. There's 4 small red vials. This is all we have at the moment. Our shipment seems to be delayed after, well, you know, problems that are happening outside.
You have an end of the world discount?
That's I'll tell you what. If I can give you um, 1 for 20 or 3 for 40.
Yeah, okay. I have 40 gold. Wait, gold or silver?
This is gold. I'm sorry.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I'll take the 3.
She takes the 3. She leaves the 1 back, and she places it in your hand.
Mhm.
She pulls out a large pouch, kind of holds it out, just watches you count it.
I will take one. I will give one to Castle and give the other one to Erwina.
Okay.
Anything else I can help you with? We have all sorts of tinctures and tonics. Not all of them are made of trout. Only the ones that require fat, for the most part. We do have some very fancier fat-based lotions and tonics that are made from whale, but they run a little bit higher in price. You have to boil that down. It takes longer. Or if that's all you need, and she kind of closes the box and places it under.
I think we're good on the fat-based lotions at this moment that smell like creatures from the ocean.
Yes.
Sometimes you have to just suck it up. It's the best way to put it. If you really need the problem solved. And she takes she takes the salve and kind of like very lightly puts it on her fingers and just around the lips area. It's really not that bad.
If you say so, we have to take your word for it.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, bye.
I'll see you around. And she goes back to working on some other potions and salves that she was working on before you walked in. Okay. Anything
Hey,
else
what's up?
in East Haven before you guys head out?
When we get outside, I go to Castle. I say, see, I didn't steal anything.
I just kind of smile at it, but I'm like, very proud of you.
Was I a good goblin?
We're a very good goblin.
A good goblin.
Little pat on the head.
Alright, what's next? Are we heading to the lake? Are we heading to find a boat? Or
I think we need to find a boat for the not frozen over part.
Okay.
Or at least some form of passage.
Alright. There's multiple ways you can do this. You can stop at a actual general store and see if you can purchase a boat. You can always go to the docks and see if you could borrow a boat by one of the anglers. You might be able to go back to the guard mount and ask the captain if they have a boat that you could borrow or use. It's your choice.
What do you guys think?
I think we need a boat.
Oh, okay. Let's try down by the docks. Maybe there's a general store over that way as well.
Sounds good to me.
Okay.
All right, so you're heading towards the general store by the docks.
Yeah.
All right. There is a small general store called the Calm Traveler that's down by the docks.
The con traveler?
Calm. 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 Might be the nose.
Yeah, I'm really bad hearing, so it's me.
Right. So there's a large store right outside of the docks, known as the Calm Traveler. It's seems to be the main general store that you would find most of the anglers would use, as well as anybody who's traveling. So it's probably a good option.
Okay.
As you head over to that area, walking down this the edge of the town, the edge of the water line, you can see, of course, multiple anglers taking these long, almost like kayak-looking boats, and they're pulling them across the ice. It seems that it's a truck just from there on. As you get closer, though, I need everybody to roll me, or actually, if anybody's trying to pay attention, I need you to roll me a perception check.
Erwina is very much paying attention.
Okay. Apparently, everybody is paying attention.
Nice.
Hey, look at that.
Wow. So very quickly, you all notice that there are almost like caltrops built into the shoes of those anglers, as they're not sliding or slipping on the ice. So just ways to, maybe there's an easier way to traverse the ice without having issues.
Instead of boats.
They use both, but
Yeah.
You do know that a lot of the area seems to be covered in ice, and this might be a helpful way to navigate and move.
So we need spiky shoes too.
Yes.
Spiky shoes too.
Go.
I
We'll
think
go
my
outside.
dad might have had some at one point when he was very into ice fishing. Very.
Your dad did at one point.
Yeah.
You want to go back and
seems-
get them?
That'd be a little bit of a trip. And he might need those. So let's see if we can buy some or borrow some.
Yeah, borrow. Wink.
No. I see the wink. No.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
It's okay. Because then Castle will get mad at me and then also at you. But I have a feeling Castle will get more mad at me.
Why would I get mad?
Oh, nothing, Castle.
Okay.
And then Erwina winks at the cat. Snark.
Snark.
Trying to make sure I remembered what those things are called. I misplaced the. Anyway, but yeah, the ice. So you can definitely buy those pieces, those connections to your boots, and you can buy those at the Calm Traveler as well.
They're called Griftons.
Cleats.
Crampons. That's
Snark
what it
has
is.
Google.
Not pittons, crampons. So it's like little spikes that you can place on the bottoms of your shoes to pretty much cleats, yes. Easy way to describe that. But yeah, they do run a little pricey, but not too much. It looks like if you walk in, you're looking to buy crampons, it's going to be about 5 silver per set. So, however you guys want to funnel that.
I'll buy a pair.
Yeah. And do they happen to have a price on boats?
If you're trying to purchase here, it's going to be. Give me 1 second. I gotta check something on the boat. I believe they're a little more expensive because you're purchasing. So, since you're in the area, you would be able to notice that boats here are about about 100 gold.
Mm.
So to purchase, but most of the boats are. This would be the only boat that you could buy that would give you this amount of people that you would need. Otherwise, all of the other boats seem to be 4 people boats.
Okay.
So
Can we rent?
How much to rent?
Yeah. What's the
so
rental?
here you won't be able to rent. You would have to go to an actual angler, and he doesn't rent boats here. He just sells.
So no boat leasing program. Got it.
Correct. No boat leasing program.
Is there someone who's operating a boat that we could hire?
That's an option. You could look at the docks, or like I said, you could also reach out to the boat captain or the guard mount and see if the captain has anything that they can lend you.
We're at the docks now, aren't we?
You guys are at the Calm Traveler, which is the general store right outside the docks.
We would have to go to the dock, like where we got the mission, and ask them, right?
Well, you could do it that way, or like he said, you could just go to the docks and ask a
Gotcha.
random people walking up that are the anglers themselves. I thought you guys were at the general store. That's why.
Right.
Yeah.
To the docks.
So these spikes, how much are they again?
5 silver a person.
All right, I'll pick up a pair as well.
Okay.
Same.
Make sure you're tracking your money.
Let's go talk to the anglers.
Once you've all picked up your pair of your crampons, you can
Wait,
latch
did
those.
everybody buy a pair?
Yes.
Whoever bought them.
All right. Want to go to the docks?
Okay, I'll get a pair too.
Okay.
See if we can hire a boat.
All right. So as you head off to the docks, you can notice out in the distance, and I'm going to pull this picture up for everybody. There we go. That's not what I was looking for. There it is. That's what I was looking for.
All right, phone opened.
So as you can see, most of the larger ships have been encased with around the ice, but the smaller ships themselves are able to move by the anglers. There's a couple different groups. You're welcome to walk up to any of them. It seems that two families are mostly the ones that are pushing out onto the water at the moment, or onto the ice at the moment. Seems like a father and a son, and then there's also a group of 3, possibly dwarves or small humans, that are heading off in another direction as well. So whichever one you want to reach out to. Or you
What are
could
the
always
ones that look like-
see if there's a local, or if there's a abandoned one that you could swipe. I'm just saying there are options.
Yeah.
I'll look around for anyone. I mean, it's morning at a dock. There's got to be a fisherman operating a boat, or at least prepping.
Right. So like I said, there's 2 groups that are right now that are operating their boats. Well, at least they're dragging their boats. One is a father-son pair, it seems, and another one is a group of 3, and they all have about the same height, and they all seem to be wearing very similar clothing. So you're figuring it's either a family or brothers, something of that perspective.
I'll do insight on both of them,
Sure, go for it.
and I'll.
And what are we trying to insight on exactly?
I'll
What are you
just
trying to
say-
infer?
Just from what I can hear and see, gauging which one of them is the more honest.
Okay.
Oh, good grief. Come on. Well, I've got to get this out of my system.
Roll them out now. Roll them out now.
Well, I'm out now. +3 and a 4, and I have a total of 12. Great.
Nice.
12's not bad for an
That's
insight.
not bad.
No. Really, you're noticing that both of them seem to be of par. They don't seem to be trying to avoid you, or they're just doing their job. So it's up to you guys which group you want to pick.
Jinjack, if we want to divide and talk to both of them, we might be also able to get some information on our missing peoples too.
There's that. Okay, I'll talk to the father and son.
Okay.
Erowina will chat up the other three.
All right. So we'll do one and then the other. So we'll start with the father and son. Older gentleman seems to be probably in his later years. He's got these heavy waiter boots, bibs on, and this heavy coat. His son seems to be bundled up like a marshmallow, just fully wrapped in all points. And they're dragging this with this heavy hemp rope, this small boat towards the center of the lake. As you acknowledge him, he stops for a moment, turns around, and he says, "Good morning."
Before we start, before going there, I want to make sure I know who Snart is. With me, or is he with Erwina?
Well, he's not on screen, which is
Not on screen at the moment,
concerning.
which means he disappeared for a moment. We'll find out what he seems to have snuck off.
I am not going near that man until I know where Snart is.
Okay. I'm guessing does Castle or
I just want to tell
Benji want to just
Snart, please don't help me and don't do anything to them. That's all.
all right.
So we don't hold up the channel. Hold up.
Right. Hold up the channel. Yep, got it. So
Good morning to you. Top of the morning. I couldn't help but noticing you two are about to take your boat out, I reckon.
we are. It's been a few days, and it seems to be that the weather has calmed down, and figured we get a couple nets out before it gets too cold again, and we've got to step away for a few days again.
Well, as you can see, we're not from around here, and we've been kind of approached by the captain to do a bit of looking into the missing folks who have gone missing.
I heard. I
Yeah.
guess they headed out a few days ago during the winter, during the blizzard, and they never came back.
Oh, you have tell of that. They headed out on foot or in a boat?
Well, they headed out with their boat.
Oh.
They're quite a known crew. I was kind of surprised they didn't return.
You would have to know which parts they'd gone to, would you?
They went to so they have their secrets, is what they call it. So normally what they'll do is they'll head out to the center, and then they'll take the boat, and then they'll head off. And at that point, they go through. They're quite talented at getting through the edges of the ice, so they dig deep into spots that most of the anglers won't even go near. We just take off. We just hit the coastline. It's safe. My son can join me. It's very easy. But if you're looking out to go find those, I do hope you the best.
Oh no, I was hoping for something more than that. You wouldn't mind, like we'd pay for your time, of course, but could you take us out to that region?
I could take you at least to the edge. I don't know if I could take you through where they navigate, but I could at least get you to the edge where you would be able to truck mostly on foot at that point. I don't know why they dig so deep with their boats. It seems to be more dangerous than anything else, but they come back with a slew of items. So
Would we be able to come back on foot, or would we have to ask you to wait or come pick us up later?
we could find a way to pick you up from the main stretch a few hours later, or whatever your choice is.
Huh. How
You know,
much
if the
how much-
money's well.
do I spot the dwarf?
I don't know. What are you doing over there, Snark?
I want to find. You said there's some dwarves, right?
Yep.
Okay. I walk up to the dwarves. Is anyone talking to the dwarves?
Arowina, I think, also went
Mhm.
over to talk to the dwarves.
I walk up almost nose to nose and I say, "I'm a dwarf."
You've
All right.
got this. Real quick, while you're chatting with the father and son, kind of getting this gathering of cost analysis, how much it's going to cost, what time you guys want to meet up, those types of things. Uh, Snark walks up to one of the burlier dwarves, these huge, like, these massive burly eyebrows, and he looks over and he says, "What did you say?"
I'm a dwarf like you. We're friends because I'm a dwarf.
"I have not seen a dwarf like you around here. There's only
Yeah,
a
my
few
name's
of us."
I'm from far away. My name's Jeff.
Jeff, with a P?
I don't know how to spell. I'm a dwarf. Dwarves don't know how to spell. I,
He kind of pokes you with this very sausage-like finger in the shoulder. I don't know if I would be dragging those types of comments around here.
it's
Might
okay
make
because
some
I'm a dwarf.
enemies.
I can be self-deprecating because I'm a dwarf like you. And we both know dwarves are dumb.
You want to say that again?
Erwina wishes so hard she'd gone to Bard College so she'd have the spell silence.
I feel like I'm making mistakes. I look around at
And you get
Erwina's
this just large palm, dwarven palm grip underneath your chin. Would he be feeling anything different? Because isn't the Mask of Many Faces just the illusion?
yes, it's an illusion.
So what would he be feeling as he grips onto your...
If he touches me, it will go through because it's definitely a bigger girth than a goblin.
Right, yeah.
And I say, oops.
So you see like his hand kind of just vanish and he pulls away real fast. What is this sorcery?
What happened? Are you a wizard? How'd you do that? Anyway, I gotta pee. And I turn around and I run away.
He looks straight... Him and his two... the two that are with him look straight at you, Erwina. Please tell me that one's not with you.
Let's start this over again with a normal conversation. Hi, I'm
Hello.
Erwina. I don't know what that was about. I'm just as confused, flabbergasted, and horrified as you. We're here on a mission to find where those missing folk went, the dwarves that went missing a couple days ago. Do you happen to know anything about that?
I know the ones you're talking about.
Yeah.
They're bragging about it all the time, bringing more stuff back than our team.
More stuff? What kind of stuff?
They bring trout back and they seem to be finding trinkets and things like that in the water.
Trinkets and things. Huh.
They left a few days ago and haven't returned. Seems they got too big for their britches. Good on them.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a pain in the ass.
Do you know how they're getting them out from the bottom? I'm assuming the lake is fairly deep from just its size.
They don't tell anybody. It's their... And then we've followed them at least far enough to where they're digging into the water, or into the ice.
Mm-hmm.
But from that point, I'm not risking my boat.
Huh. We were going to ask if anyone was interested in taking us out to where they were last seen.
You know, probably sitting at the bottom of the ocean, or the lake at this point.
More than likely at this point. But we've been tasked and asked to look into at least bringing their bodies back.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that your compatriot or person you're working with insulted the hell out of us, we might have thought it was a good idea. But you might want to find another crew.
We're working on it. He's learning. It's a long, painful learn, especially because I think he's a little bit on the older side. So it's kind of hard to unlearn some things.
Kind of looks at you. What are you saying?
It's hard to teach an older dog new tricks. He's learning.
Hey, Brim. Is it hard to teach you new tricks? Yeah, you might be right.
Yeah. So thank you for not immediately punching him in the face.
I almost did.
Yes. We're working on not doing that. Thank you for making this a very good teachable moment.
Well, we're going to get off into the water and catch some trout and hopefully maybe a seal or two.
All right, we'll have a more normal day than how it started out.
You as well. And he just grabs, the three of them grab these heavy ropes and just start dragging this boat towards the center of the water, of the lake.
Erwina already has a headache.
All right. So while that's happening, what are the rest of you doing, or is this just standing on the edge watching the problems go down?
Yeah, I was definitely Benji was definitely, she had her great sword out, kind of leaning on it like a cane, and she's just like, I'm in a place, try to tell him. And I just look at Castle.
Castle's doing the opposite. So like Benji's leaning on theirs like this, and Castle has like theirs like propped up like a cane, and has got like one shoulder, like one elbow leaned up against it. They're just like,
you can't even say anything.
I might kill him. I might. And I don't like that thought. I don't like that I'm thinking that thought, but I am. But so for now, so that I don't act on that thought, let's stay right here. So we're just leaning on swords.
Yeah, we're just leaning.
We're just
All right.
just leaning on swords.
So it seems that Jinjak might have found passage,
Mm-hmm.
but as the father and son are kind of just gathering their things and moving at a much slower pace, I'll let you decide if that's the passage you are taking or if you want to try another route.
I kind of paused we paused at the moment when we were negotiating the price.
Mm-hmm.
Did they indicate how much they charge, or if they charge it?
I mean, really, we're just looking for, potential cost of a day's worth of our, or at least a half day's worth of work.
I smile at him and I say, "Yeah, but it's for a good cause, I mean, don't you know? Don't you want to know what happened to those poor folks? And we are willing to pay, like I said, but that's, again, it's not like it's
How about this?
it's not like we have any ill intentions, and I'll roll persuasion.
Sure.
Man, I just got to get these all out of my system.
You seem like good folk, and I really don't see a problem with helping you at least get to the center. If you can help us carry the boat, take some of the load off of us to pull the boat to the center, and we'll get you to where you need to be. I do 10 silver there, and then when we pick you up, we'll take another 10 silver. I don't think that's too much to ask.
Let me consult with the rest of the group. I don't think that's unreasonable at all myself, but I need to run it by them. You'll just hang on here a second, and I'll trundle back to the rest of the group. I assume I went to see them alone, unless anyone was with me.
No, I think you were the only one that went by yourself.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'll walk over.
Although I do believe that Erwina wishes that she would have went first.
Erwina had hopes.
It'll cost 10 Oh, hi, everyone. I just talked to those two over there, and they're happy to take us to the center where they presumed to have gone missing. If we help them with the boat, 10 silver to drop us off, so we can go investigate. And they'll wait around for a few hours and take another 10 silver to take us back here.
Good job, Jack.
Oh, there you are. I was gonna say. Oh well.
Yeah, I was trying to get a free boat, but they saw through my ruse. I don't
All
know
right,
how.
here's the thing. Anytime I want to tell you something, Snart. Anytime you see me talking to someone who is not in this group, don't help me. Ever. I'll be
Okay.
very cross with you if you try to help. Do you understand?
Okay. You're just
All
gonna get cross with me? You're not gonna like stab me or anything?
Well, I'm not a violent man, Jinjak. I mean, Snart. I just get, or Jinjak, a violent man. I'll just get cross with you.
I
Now,
feel
if
like I made mistakes today.
I don't,
Yes, Erwina says, yes, mistakes were made. The nice people that you said were stupid and couldn't read might have helped us out for even less.
Oh, wait a minute. They didn't want me to say that.
Mm-mm.
Oh.
That's a hard open when you want to negotiate. You don't want to open up with, somebody's negative side when you want something from them. Luckily, they didn't throw you into the ice or get violent.
Yeah, that would be bad.
That probably would have been a little bit of a morning killer. Yeah, but I did also learn that they were pulling trinkets. It sounds like almost out of the water. Or something to that effect. They wouldn't say they didn't know exactly how our missing people were getting these trinkets, but it was interesting.
All right. Well, if you're ready to go, and you're willing to cover the cost, my son and I will get you to where you need to be.
it works out to 4 silver pieces each, but we just pay him 2 silver each now for 10. So I'll just take that on.
He'll take the silver and he'll look, all right, boy. Just stay close. We're only getting to the edge, and then we'll get back to fishing. The kid looks up, just kind of nods. As he takes you off to, you can see now that this boat is a little beat up, but it seems to be of shipworthiness. Large hemp ropes are passed out to both anybody who's willing to pull as well, to shorten the distance or to shorten the amount of energy and time that it would take to get to the center of the lake. While we're waiting on our next our person to come back.
We lost Eric.
Well, it looks like we lost Eric. Yeah.
With these ropes, does it look like it'll be faster if either Castle or I just pulled by ourselves, or us pulling together instead of this old man?
Yeah, I mean, you're welcome to.
Okay.
I just need athletic checks from both of you.
Okay.
Oh yeah. As the two, as our paladin and our barbarian each walk over very nicely, take the ropes from the two, and just start trudging this boat. You can see that with a speed as this thing is just dragged behind. It still pulls and it takes a bit of time, but it definitely is a lot faster than an older gentleman and a small boy, as you are quickly moving towards the center of the lake.
Big
As you get,
himbo, big himbo energy today.
yeah, just
Yes.
drag, just the rest of you try to just keep up, but they're definitely moving with a purpose. As you guys get closer and closer, you can start to hear the crashing of the rock of the actual ice hitting the water as you get closer and closer to that part of the lake. Uh, as you look out, this is the first time you've seen moving water in months. Seems to be everything has been frozen over. Uh, Far in the distance, kind of glimmering through a thick fog that sits over top of the lake, you can almost see glimpses of Caer Koenig on the other side of the water. Um, as this is kind of the large body of water that splits the two. And interesting enough, it seems that the water is fairly active, even in a lake format. Whatever is sitting underneath the water is still tossing and turning the waves, and crashing. So, well, this is where we ship off. We'll take a route to the east, and then we'll get you to where they say they start their route, and then from there you'll have to go on foot. So as you hop into the boat, this speeds up your process, your couple hours worth of time just going from this to the other. Otherwise, you would have had to take the entire coastline walking around the edges, which would have taken you on probably about 2 days worth of time. So as you are getting closer and closer to the water, as you step into the boat, you can feel the rocking of the boat immediately as the weight kind of pulls against it. And we'll kind of do this. Let me remove this lake view real fast. So as you can see, you all are coming in up over here in Lake Denishall. For those who want to actually look at that, you can look there. And then you guys are actually coming over to this area right here. So this is where you're heading. So you can see where they're going all the way through all of these rocks. And this is going to take you about 3 hours to get there. Surprisingly, time is very different here because of the fact that there's no light. So you're in the earlier days, which means that the aurora borealis type look of the blues, purples, and greens are kind of spreading across the sky. Only glimpses of light kind of flicker through in these colors. But as you get closer and closer, I need everybody to roll me perception checks, please. Anybody above a 15?
Me.
Okay. And anybody above 20?
I have above 15 as well.
Okay. So above a 15, you do notice that there are areas where it looks like the boats have been drug through. So you can see where this boat probably brushes against the sides of the ice, pulling through. But the other thing you two hear is this almost wailing like wind that comes from the east. That to the rest of you, it just sounds like wind, but to the two of you who kind of get that extra connection with your ears, it makes the hair on the back of your neck stand up. It's this very eerie wail of a sound.
The same like wailing we heard last night. Is
Uh,
there a ghost story?
feels that same like experience, but not the same sound.
Got it.
I'm definitely getting those same vibes though. That just a feeling of eeriness. You also can see what seems to be almost like hot spring sprouts that are just kind of bursting out of the water towards the east. Like this, just massive amounts of steam, just kind of, and then pushing up into the out. So this is as far as we go. You're on foot. The rest.
Thank you. This was very helpful.
All right, thank you very much. We'll see you in a bit.
How long should we? We'll do our normal gathering, and then we'll pick you up towards the evening if you're back. If you're not, we'll have to pick you up the next morning. So do be careful.
Appreciate that.
Understood.
Even the young boy just kind of gives off this little bit of a wave as they kind of push off the edge as you all are stepping onto the ice. You can feel the Krampens dig deep into the ice itself as you guys are stepping off. You have realized now that without these, you would have been slipping pretty much consistently throughout the entirety of this journey. So, heading in the direction you're looking, you can see just a fervent amount of ice. It seems that parts of it kind of jut up, almost like small mountains have been created out of the ice as it smashes together on other parts. Other parts seem to sink deeper into the water, leaving small puddles and pockets. Every once in a while, as you continue to trudge through, you feel that rumbling on the ice itself. As you look to the distance, you can see this geyser, almost like set of steam, pour out of the water itself. And in the far distance, you can see where the mountainside is. But everything else just seems to be covered in this fog-like experience. So let me. So as you guys are, I need. Was there anything you want to do before we continue to journey? That's the question.
No, I don't think so.
Okay. Trudging farther and farther, following this route that you seem to have found. Who's tracking this? So let's get a survival going. Whoever's tracking this.
I probably could,
Okay.
unless somebody else wants to. I will use the guidance of the stars. No. That's a no.
I can have a go at it.
Okay.
Erwina is too enthralled with the geysers.
Okay. Actually, I need, since you got that, let's roll a dexterity saving throw for me, please. As you're enthralled with the geysers.
Oh, that was an @1.
Yeah, 14.
So you do jump out. So as the ground starts to rumble underneath as you step down with the Krampen, you feel the crack in the ice itself as you start to feel that pressure.
Mm-hmm.
And just before it happens, you jump to the side as this geyser just straight up of just nothing but hot, steaming air.
Huh.
Oh,
What's...
Rena,
Yeah?
are you sure this is a second level side quest?
I don't know. This is
I don't
interesting,
either.
though.
I'm going to take a look around.
Okay, give me a perception check. As you take a look around, are you just kind of glancing around? Are you looking at the ice? What are we trying to?
I don't expect to find tracks.
Okay.
but I'm looking for any traces, like bits and pieces that may have come off their boat. Um, any sign of a direction where they would have gone in, or just about anything. Like I mean, if I find tracks, great, but I figure it's been enough days and the weather being what it is, there's really no chance of that.
So actually, what you find is exactly what you're looking for, which is chips of wood that seem to be pulled either off of the side of the boat. But you can notice these are very thin. It's like the way they built their boat, they're built for this. So it just kind of chips off on the ice itself. But it's definitely an easy way to navigate deeper. And you can see it's starting to head towards that eastern wall. And there is a mountain in the distance.
I call over. Well, I call to Erwina and say, "Oi, I found something."
Oh, what'd you find? As she brushes the ice off of her.
Wood chips off a lightweight boat.
Huh.
Like they headed that way.
All right. Let's try and do this again.
Okay, just head in that direction, I guess.
Yeah.
All right. So as you're heading deeper and deeper into that direction, I need to get kind of a marching order, or you guys kind of spanned out, because this is a large area. But I need to know: are you guys staying close together? Are we kind of spacing it out? What's the plan?
I'll be wherever Castle is. I'll be behind her.
Behind Castle?
My instinct is for us to all kind of stay together, just
Okay.
because we don't know how quickly this terrain could change, given the environment. So if we're all spread out, someone could go down very quickly. So I would like to keep us together as close as we can.
Probably about a gap, like a 5-foot gap between us, so we're not putting so much pressure on the ice in one location.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Let me help you guys out.
Agreed.
Give me a second.
How about Arwina in the front, then Benji, then Castle, then Snart, then me.
Make sure I've got the lighting on so that people
If everyone's okay with that, I don't have an issue with it.
Yeah, that's fine. Erwina is hesitant to be in the front, but it's hard to lead from behind. So
Well, it's either you or me, Erwina. I mean,
Yeah.
Let's pull you guys onto the water.
at least if you get in trouble, I can hit you with a heel.
yeah.
You guys kind of move around as you want to be. So, like, as you can see in the water itself, you can see these, what seems to be these jutting rocks that some of them break out and some of them dip in. And there's just this fog that just kind of drifts across the entirety of the lake. Right here is actually where the geyser went off.
Okay, so we should all probably pull back a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Put the geyser there. So yeah. So as Arowina is in the lead, we'll do another survival check for her. Now that you have, and I'll say you can use advantage on this because now you're getting some guidance from Jinjak to what you're looking for. So you're looking for these very minuscule
I would have
breaking
added
points
guidance.
of the boat itself.
I forgot to add the guidance.
Oh,
I click. Why did I add roll a D2?
well, that's
Get
not-
out of here. Get out of here, D2.
So with a 16,
16.
definitely a lot better. You start to see these chips kind of laying on the ice across the entirety of this area, and you can see now where the ice is kind of collapsed inward. This is what they time. It seems this is what the dwarves were timing when they bring the boat through, that they avoid these crashes of the ice coming together. Now, what's interesting though is about 15, 20 feet above, ahead of you, you can see what seems to be a white, like ivory-looking piece of rock sticking out of the ground.
Huh.
Right up here.
Check it out.
Huh.
Get closer. Do we continue to follow the path? What would you like to do?
I think Erwina's gonna kind of smooth this way.
Getting closer, you can see
Mhm.
a little bit. You can see now that this looks almost like a pipe shape, like a cylindrical shape that's broken at an edge, and it's not a
Huh.
simple break. It looks unnaturally broken. So you can see jagged pieces of it and whatnot. And there seems to be a bluish core that kind of sticks out at the center of this broken piece.
What is that?
I'm not sure. It looks like a pipe. I don't know of anything that would need a pipe under the water.
Closer or move on?
She'll move a little closer. You said it was like right about here. Oh,
Right
right here.
Right here, right where that's at.
She'll move right there.
Okay. Give me a perception check.
And she'll use the guidance of the stars.
Okay.
Can I also make one?
Sure, go for it. With you being a local, you can roll it with advantage, actually.
Me being a local or Benji?
No, Benji being a local outside of the town.
Okay.
Okay.
So we'll take the 15
first
for
one's-
you. Oh wait, no, that was Snark with the 1. Never mind.
Yeah. Look, a rock.
15.
It's a 15 as well for you. So it's interesting. This doesn't look like rock now. As you got closer, it almost looks like bone.
Huh.
Like there is a piece of an arm bone that has been jutted out of the ground.
Huh.
And you say
Can
it's it's about that big, I would say, sticking out of the ground. So if you think it's about the size, about half the size of about the size of your torso.
Is
Oh.
it a humanoid arm? Is it a dwarf arm? Can we tell?
It's hard to tell. It's a piece of an arm.
Huh. Well,
That's interesting. It's so big. Do we know of any creatures that live out here besides the Durgar that can grow big?
Give me a history check.
Gosh. Okay. $19.
You've heard of things called giants.
Oh, yeah. I guess I can. Can I deduce that this is what this is? This kind of arm.
It is a piece of a frost giant's arm.
Oh wow.
The bone.
Oh.
But as you get closer, you start to hear the rumbling again. I need everybody to roll me a dexterity save, please. If you get under a 15, you are prone.
Let's see.
Castle's knocked down.
Advantage.
Carolina's knocked down.
mm-hmm.
Snark, you're up. Benji's knocked down. Jinjak is on his face.
Wow.
As you do this, this rumbling happens as you got closer to the bone, and you start to hear as 4 geysers burst up around you, and these strange-looking, long-nosed creatures that give nothing but that kind of just drift out of the steam appear. One is here. One is here. Back here, toward, like right next to Jinjak. That's why he fell. And one is right in front of Arowina. As you see these beady red eyes peer out of the steam itself. We're going to go into combat, but before we do, we're going to take our break. So this is a great time for us to take a pause for the evening. We're going to do our 10 minutes, and we'll be back here in just a few.
Woo!
As long as it transitions. There we go.
Where's
Sound
initiative
is a
again?
thing. You need it. Anyway, so what I was saying is that we're returning back. We're getting ready to start combat. The group had found what seemed to be a piece of an arm of a giant that has been rested dormant here within the lake. But we are going to see where our combat starts here in a minute. And I will shift some music.
Do you want us to go ahead and roll?
Yes, you can. All right. And then our methods of roll. The first one, right there next to Jinjak, is going to fly out of the steam. This cackling creature just dives at you, Jinjak, and it will do a claw attack, just swinging wildly at you. Oh, good. I'm rolling hot tonight. 20. Does a 20 hit?
Yes.
For 9 points. This thing dives in and just slices through the armor into you, Jinjak. But this puts us at castle. Jinjak, you and Benji are on deck.
Awesome. Well, I'm gonna come over to this one here, and let's see, where's I'm going to slash it with my sword.
Okay.
Uh, 13 to hit.
13. 13 does hit.
Fantastic. 7 damage.
7 damage.
And then that's it for now.
All right. Jinjak, you're up. Benji, you're on deck.
I'm gonna stand up.
Okay.
Break out my trusty toe chuck here, and I'm gonna take a swing
All
at
right. Swing away.
the little creepy little ice creature that attacked me. That'll be my first action. Why isn't it showing up? Oh, attack. Here we go. Attack. Normal. I will miss it.
Yeah.
And then for my bonus
Kind of
action,
floats up and just kind of laughs at you.
I will fire a healing word at myself.
Okay.
And I'll heal myself for 8.
Ooh. All right. So as the words of Shantea are spoken, you feel that gash that the creature left on you just very quickly seal back up. Benji, you are up.
I stand up. Can I use my action to kind of move Erwina out of that Ice Method's threat range? Can I kind of
pull her away?
Yeah.
Give give me a sleight of hand.
Okay. Eight, I think. 11.
So here's the way this is going to work: is if you pull her, and your sleight of hand is higher, you will not provoke an attack of opportunity. If you pull her and her sleight of hand is lower, or your sleight of hand is lower, then he will attack her as she's being pulled away.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna roll that. I get a 3. So
Yay!
Yay!
this thing just and tries to. You just grab Erwina, pull her back, putting her behind you as you are there standing in front of this now creature. These red eyes just glaring at you. As you took its prize away from it.
Yeah, I guess for my bonus action, I feel like I don't need to rage, but I might just rage. Yeah, I'm gonna just rage.
Okay. As you
Always bet on rage.
Always bet on rage, right? That one is going to charge at you now because you stole that thing from it. You stole her. So now he's going to hurt you. At least try.
I'm not a snack, I'm a damn meal.
17 hits.
17 hits. 8 points. So 4. Actually, it's 6 altogether. Because 4 of that was cold damage.
6 altogether.
Yep. So 2 normal.
Okay.
Because the slashing would be halved and cold damage. And then the second one will go. That one is this one next to Jinjack. No, that one already. So it's this one next to Castle.
Oh.
Oh goodness! Promise, I'm not doing this on purpose.
Castle, look out!
That's going to be 8 points.
Okay.
And then Snark, you're
How
up.
far away am I from this guy?
You are through which guy?
The guy top left, right by himself.
Oh, 15 feet.
Okay, perfect. I'll run up to him and I will use Booming Blade and attack him.
Okay.
Well, I'll be adding a D8 if I hit. Short sword. Here. No attack. Normal. I don't know why I got an extra D4.
Oh, for some reason you two still have blessing. Let me turn that off.
Okay. That's definitely a hit, though. I got a 24 total. So minus whatever that D4 was.
That's fine. Yeah, that definitely hits.
Okay, and then so it'll be a D8 for the Booming Blade.
Okay.
First. 7, and then down to the weapon is 9. And then as a bonus action, I will use the kind of like goblin abilities, nimble escape, and I will move away 15 feet.
Okay. So back to where you're at?
Yep.
Okay.
I say tag. I go tag. You're it.
So that's 16 points.
And just so everybody knows, if he moves, he'll take damage. So I wouldn't engage it in melee if you can. That's my turn.
All right. That final one is going to fly at Arowina.
Okay, he'll take 2d8 damage from Booming Blade. He takes Oh, only 4 points.
Oh, so close.
Oh, that would have been awesome.
So it's going to fly at you. And it's going to attack. Actually, it is going to. You're going to watch as it kind of bellows up, and it's going to release a steaming, a steaming cloud out in a cone towards you. So I need dexterity saves from both. Both you and Snark. Yep.
Oh,
All right. So,
That's not gonna
so
be-
the way I play saves is they're gonna go fourth because she did a natural success. So let me see what that looks like. So, Arowina, you'll take 1 point, and Snark, you will take 4.
all right.
Ice damage. As that thing breathes out this freezing cold steam that almost like flash freezes. So it's hot and then immediately goes cold.
Ah.
And Arowina, you are up.
Okay. Technically, Erwina rolled a 19.
Oh, okay.
Not a nat 20. I'll keep myself honest.
Okay. So you'll take 2 points.
Yeah, she takes 2 points. Well, she's a little bit pinned at the moment. So she's going to, let's see. I think she's going to use her action to disengage and fall. No, I think she'll bonus action. She's eventually going to hit something with the spoon. She'll shillelagh.
Okay.
So she uses shillelagh and she's going to try and swing and hit it.
Okay.
That's a nat 20. Spoon time.
All
it's
right.
spoon o'clock.
Yes.
With its one, I hate to say that, but with
Yeah.
its 1 health left.
You know, that's why I was like, I'm gonna go for the swing because at least we'll take somebody off the board instead of running away and doing
So
something smart.
as you slam into it, you watch as this thing crystallizes and then starts to almost like implode.
Mm-hmm.
And then the steam bursts out, and this thing turns into nothing but these ice shards as they burst outward.
Mm-hmm.
I need you to roll me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Then Erwina dies because she rolled a nat 20. Let's go.
Yeah, that's not
Yep.
good.
Not good.
Yeah,
Not good.
Let's see here. Oh, yeah, 7 points. So almost max damage on that one. As this thing explodes into all directions, just ice shards everywhere. Thankfully,
Nice
there's
hit.
anyone right next to it, so.
Mm-hmm.
As we go to the top of the round, I need somebody to roll me a d6, please. Anybody just want Castle, roll me a d6.
Okay. Just one?
Just one.
One.
And the methods will go. Weapon's going to attack you. It's going to do a claw attack. Goodness gracious, I'm rolling hot tonight.
That misses.
Oh, 17 misses?
My AC is 18.
Ooh,
Yeah.
look at you.
Nice.
That
Oh,
miss
really?
is
That
sorry.
That's awesome. Yeah,
Yeah,
as you
yeah.
as this thing goes to slash into you, it hits the shield and kind of backs off of it. Castle, you're up.
Fantastic. So, we're going to, as my, let's see here. Yeah, for my action, I'm just gonna use, some of my lay on hands full on myself because now I have 10 points and I'm just gonna get those 4 HP back.
Okay.
And yeah. And then that's really kind of it for me right now.
Okay, so you're just going to heal up and
Yeah.
get ready. Okay, Jinjack, you're up. Benji, you're on deck.
Okay. Does anyone look really badly hurt? Arwina looks okay, right?
Erwina looks like on a arbitrary scale of 1 to around 20 to be about, a solid 14.
All right. And Castle just healed herself. I'm pretty sure Benji can take a beating. So, all right. I'll gonna try to smack this method again.
Okay.
Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry. It looks like a method. I'm sorry. Normal attack.
Nice.
That's a
definitely
nat.
going to hit.
Oh, sorry, it's not a nat. It's a modified.
It's a modified, yep.
It's still good.
A
Yeah.
gentleman's 20.
Gentleman's
4 points.
4 points. Okay.
I don't have anything for a bonus action I want to do. But actually, here's what I'm gonna do. Can I hold a bonus action in response to something?
Sure, but if it doesn't respond to that action, of course it'll fade unless it's a cantrip.
Can I do a cantrip and combat in the same round? I thought I could.
Bonus action cantrip you could.
I don't have one of those. Actually, I won't do anything. I'm just gonna smack him, and then keep an eye on everyone to make in case anyone gets hurt.
Okay.
That's
Benji?
fine.
Yeah, we're gonna do what the only thing I'm good at.
Do what
Just
she's
hit-
good at.
Hit this thing.
Smash things.
This one. Yeah, I'm a reckless. Why not? I'm on a reckless attack. 20 to hit.
20 hits.
All right, this
Get it.
plus my rage damage. 16 points of damage.
Whew.
Nice.
Alright. They're still standing, but barely. You slice off one of their wings, just turns into nothing but steam as it kind of just floats there, half-sided, trying to hold itself up with one wing.
Can't do anything else. So
Nothing else.
nothing else.
All right. That method is going to retaliate. Since you are in a direct fire as well, it is going to bustle up and you start to see this steam kind of pour out of it a little bit, and then immediately soaks in and fires out a burst of flash cold air at you and Erwina. She's right there next to you. So dexterity saves, please, for Benji and Erwin.
Not as hot.
18.
Okay. So, Erowina, you will take 5. Benji, you will take 2. And it's all cold damage, so you'll take the full 2. 2. This one is going to attack Jinjak again, as they are going blow for blow, trying to hit each other. A friendly method. 7 points, Jinjak. This thing, unless a 19 doesn't hit.
Yep, a 19 hits.
Alright, so yeah, 7 points. As this thing goes back in for another attack, using almost like a propulsion with the steam, flies through and digs deep into with its claws into you. The blood starts to trickle, but it immediately kind of freezes to the body. Snark.
All right, I would like to have 30 feet of movement. I like to. I don't know if you can see my cursor. Take like a half circle around, so I can try to charge up behind him.
Yep.
And if I'm trying to get a flanking, if I have to, I'll do like an acrobatics roll or something to kind of like slide up underneath him. Otherwise, I'll just take the advantage if I can.
Okay. I will say, because Jinjak and him have been fighting, it would be very easy for you to kind of get around him at this point. So, yeah, you can take the flank on that one.
Okay, cool. And I will use Booming Blade again.
Okay.
All right,
Nice.
so I'll hit.
Yeah, 26 is definitely going to hit.
Booming Blade does 1, but my regular weapon does. And I'm going to go ahead and add Fury of the Small, so I had 2 more points of damage. Because I'm. Oh, actually, I can't, because he's not bigger than me. Never mind.
Yep, he's not bigger than you.
And then I'll use my my bonus action again to move back a little bit.
Okay.
Can't seem to. Oh, there. Okay, got it. Thanks. That's it.
No worries. That method is dead. Erowina.
Erwina is going to back the fuck up. And she's gonna target the ice method fighting Jinjak
Okay.
with a guiding bolt,
Ooh. All right.
because that's her best long range option.
That's what she does.
That's what she's got right now. Let's see. Where freaking spells? Here we go. That's a 24 to hit.
Oh, that definitely hits.
For 12 damage.
Yep, as that one, the light goes through it. As it does, it bursts. It's gonna be Jinjak. I need you to give me your dexterity save, please. Oh, it's only half
Nice.
damage. So 4.
Sorry, Jinjak!
It's all good. Thank you.
All right.
Ow.
I know, it sucks!
All right. In the middle here, as we end our turn, right here in the middle, you start to hear a rumbling as another steam geyser shoots out and another one appears. Right there. He will roll into combat. That brings us to that one who's fighting Castle still. Oh, when that one appears, I need everybody to roll me perception checks, please. Jinjak and Arowina, you would notice that when that geyser appears, there seems to be also steam coming from the bone itself. That one missed you. The second one is going to attack. We'll go with the closest one, sadly, so that's going to go after Jinjak as well. That was going to be just going to go a claw here. 9, those two missed. Castle, you're up.
All right, so I am going to bonus action. We're going to steering. If I can get it to pull up. There we go. We're going to bonus action searing smite. So we'll do that. I don't know why it's not letting me when I had a long rest. It's weird. Ah, okay. For whatever reason, it didn't clear last time. Okay, try that again. Okay, so we're going to Searing Smite. Then bonus action, and then I'm gonna whack it.
All right, go for it.
13.
13 hits.
It will need to make a Constitution saving throw to see if it is on fire. It's an 8.
Sadly, they are immune to fire.
Okay. Fantastic. So we will go ahead and just roll that damage. 13.
That does so close. First, the creature to the point where it starts to just very slowly just flutter in the air. The steam starts to dissipate around it, seeing that it's almost at its end. Jinjak, you're up.
The one to Jinjak's left is dead, is he not?
No. Oh wait, hold on. Did I not track something?
Yeah, Arowina killed one of them.
That's right.
The
That's
the
one
gutting
that died.
bolt, yeah.
Yeah, he exploded on me, did he not? Yeah.
He did. My bad. I apologize.
All right. That makes this a little bit better. For my action, I'm going to evade.
Okay.
Sorry, disengage.
Yep.
And I'll go this way. 15, 20, 25, 30.
Mm-hmm.
And for my bonus action, I'll fire another healing word into myself.
Okay.
Because these guys seem to really have a thing for me. And I don't want it blown up on me again.
Mm-hmm.
Benji, you're up.
I mean, 7 points.
Okay.
I will Great Weapon Master, reckless attack the one in front of me.
Okay.
attack. -5. Advantage. 13.
Hits.
Cool. All right, so this is plus 12. 22 points of damage
Okay. Oh,
to
yeah.
this guy.
That thing could have been fully alive and you still would have squatted it in one shot. Yeah, that one will. Yeah, as you carve through it with the Ogre Slayer, it just immediately just explodes.
Dex save.
please. Yep.
Yes, you got it. 17.
1. Take 1 point of damage. That's the minimum. That's the maximum. The minimum.
And I will move towards this guy so that they're not backing Castle into a corner.
Okay.
And bonus action attack recklessly, Great Weapon Master.
Okay.
-5. Advantage. That is a 20 to hit.
Hits.
Damage. 12. 23 points of damage.
Nice.
Destroyed. As you take the Ogre Slayer and just come straight down on it, almost as if you're like turning it so that the flat end just slams it to the ground. It explodes as well. So another dexterity save for me, please.
Gotcha. I just kind of nudge Castle. Got your back. Dex saves. Advantage. 20.
Yep. 2.
Great. 2 points of damage. All right. That's all I can do.
All right.
Oh, well, actually, I'm sorry. Actually, can I move around? I think I only use 5, 10, 15, 20. Can I? I don't think I can get around to the other side.
You're trying to get to the other side.
Wait.
You do not have that amount of.
Yeah, I was gonna try to get to the other side to set Castle up for advantage. Yeah, can't do it. I don't have enough movement.
But you went from having three creatures up to having 1 creature up, so I think you're in a better position right now, at least. Snark, you're up.
Nice job killing those Muppets. And I'll run over and can't move. Can you move me? So I want to run and go right in between Castle's legs, in between under the method. You can come behind it so I can do a flanking attack if I can.
So definitely give me an acrobatics on that one.
Yeah.
We're going to say probably a 14 is going to be needed for this.
Yeah.
Nice.
There you go. Yeah. With ease, Castle, you feel the slide of Snark between your legs, underneath the method, as
And
it
like
pops up on the other side.
In slow motion, as I'm going underneath, so down, I go, and they keep sliding, and I'll stab it.
All right.
There's booming blade also. Okay, so that'll hit.
Yep, that hits. With the 1 health that one has left,
Excellent.
it
All right.
explodes.
All right. Yay! Oh, all right.
Dexterity saves by both you and Castle.
Every time.
Watch out, they explode. Oh, you figured it out.
Ow.
Oh goodness, it's gonna hurt both. Oh, well, as it just sizzles and just
Okay.
like a balloon that just got popped It just deflates slowly, but the steam catches the side, your skin a little bit and makes it uncomfortable. Um,
We're the winners. Let's go home.
all right, Erwina, you're up.
So the steam seems to be related to the skeleton under the ice.
You can tell.
Yeah.
I'm just rolling my concentration for Searing Smite.
Yep.
So,
Yep, that sizzled.
done.
And she doesn't know a whole lot, but she'd like to like think on like what could be causing it.
Give me either Arcana, History, or Religion, depending on what you want to try to discern, or Nature, even, I guess.
We'll try Arcana. Is that her full action?
It would be.
Okay, so then she can't use guidance. It's okay. We'll try. Nope. That she is. She is now convinced that that this is just how all lakes are now. I guess. The dice refuse to let Erwina know anything.
Don't know lakes.
Yeah. No lakes, no fish. Everything is cryptid. So
The
once
ocean
again,
still remains a mystery to Erwina.
Correct.
Or the lake.
but rocks. We know rocks.
Yes, terrestrial things. She has a deep hatred of all things water, evidently.
But yeah, as you almost get this like headache just trying to think through all of the times that your dad has talked about the water and everything. That you start to feel that rumbling again as another one appears in the center here. Does anybody else want to? I guess let me roll that. So I need this one to be added. And at this point, you can choose what you would like to do. You can either try to run away from these things as they're continuing to grow appear, or you can try to figure out how to stop it. It's your choice. Because at this point, it's going to be kind of a whack-a-mole thing, and then move on. So it's your choice which direction you want to go. Do you want to try to solve the puzzle and stop these things from appearing, or would you rather head towards the cave in at the east?
Hey guys, I have two ideas, guys. Number one, we run, and two, we run really fast.
Well, Snark, like I kind of want to figure out what's going on here because we might have to come back through this way to get back home. So
It's going to also attack you as you're talking.
Can I roll to see what it is?
Sure. Give me
Hey,
a.
did you say it was attacking me?
No, it's attacking Benji.
you have advantage.
I used my reaction to impose disadvantage on it.
Okay, so just a regular roll then.
Yep.
Got it.
17.
Nope.
Is it 9? 9.
It's a
9
9.
misses.
Yep. All right. So at this point, everybody has their option. So if you want to do a full turn to understand or try to roll another one, you're welcome to. Otherwise, you can thwack on this thing. It's really up to you what you want to do, or you can run.
What are we rolling?
So you're trying to understand why these things are appearing. You notice that the steam is coming from both the bone at the same time as the method appears, or the creature appears. What you think that can mean is your own discernment, or you can roll either Arcana, Religion, Nature, History to kind of piece together what might be happening. Depending on what you choose is going to depend on how you're going to get the wording and what's going on.
I'll use religion.
Okay.
I'll try nature.
What were the other two?
Castle, you're up first, so you can either whack on this creature that's right next to you, or you can try to discern why these creatures are still here, or you can run.
He ain't gonna run.
I mean, I wouldn't expect that, but
So you said we could roll survival.
nature, history, religion, or arcana.
I'll roll history.
Okay.
I got +2 in that. 21.
Nice.
So you know that from what you're discerning here and what you've heard from the stories below is that at one point this area was completely covered by frost giants, and this is one of those, kind of like an elephant graveyard. This is where you're resting. This is their resting spot. One of them.
Okie dokie.
Okay. Jinjak. Attack,
I'll use,
run, or discover.
Discover, and I'm going to use guidance with my
Okay.
religion.
Okay.
18.
So you can kind of piece together with what Castle's figured out as well. This is a ceremonial area for frost giants. It seems that there is a ritual that is done to the east of here that older frost giants would come in order to lay to rest.
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't tell me how to stop them from spawning these creatures, though.
The reason what it's stating is that that would be a natural thing. This is definitely unnatural.
Mm-hmm.
So something is going on under the water or in the creature or in the bone itself that is making this happen.
All right, so that took a full action to do that.
Correct. But you can now discern that information to your party.
All right, I yell it from it. It's coming from that bone. Whatever it is, it's unnatural. So
I might be able to freeze over it.
or bash the crap out of it or something if you. But stop that bone from making steam. It should stop this. And let me see if I can move. If I want to move.
Yep, you can move.
All right, I'll move up here.
Okay.
And as far as I know, Arwena's the most wounded person, right?
Yeah.
I believe
And
so, yes.
she's pretty rough now.
All right, I'll give her a word.
Okay.
Here you go, Arwena.
Ah, thanks.
For my bonus action. 7.
Nice. All right, Benji. While he's healing Arwena, what are you doing?
How far away exactly am I from the bone?
You are 25 feet. But we'll take an attack of opportunity.
Can I grapple this ice method and start making my way towards the bone?
Sure, let's see how this goes.
Okay, yeah.
Give me an
Athletics,
athletics, yeah, but you'll get advantage. 'Cause
Advantage.
Hmm.
24.
I don't think I can even with trying to 3. Yeah, you pretty much just grab this thing like a small child and just pull it along without any sort of it tries to struggle and twitch but it can't really move. You're
What is it?
overpowering
And you
it
come
completely.
with me? Yeah, and I just start making my way towards the bone.
Okay, so you're gonna walk all the way to the bone with this creature. Since it's tiny, it doesn't affect your travel. So you're standing next to this bone. The method is in your hand, gripped tight. What do you want to do?
think this far ahead. Um, can I can I just try to impel the thing? I guess that would be my action, right? So no, my action was to grapple, right?
Yes, but I will say if you're trying to impale this thing, I'm still gonna let it try to happen.
Yeah, I would try to impel it on
Okay.
the bone.
I feel like some God of War stuff going on right now. Like she's gonna use the method against the bone. Now you wouldn't, of course, impale the whole bone because the bone is the size of a torso, but you could definitely use one of the jagged edges to jam the method onto it.
Gotcha.
Yeah, give me just give me a regular attack. Just a strength roll. Let's see what
Just a strength check or just
like an unarmed attack.
okay. Gotcha. 21.
Yeah. As you grab it, you just slam it onto the bone. As it does, it pretty much bursts immediately upon impact. But what happens is there is going to be the death burst. But what you notice is shards of bluish black rock appear, like disperse from the insides of that bone, and the steam stops.
I think it works.
That
You
works.
just
I don't know what just happened. Yeah, and
So
next
I will
save.
I would say I don't really know if you can roll a dex save when you're impaling something. But
Yeah,
if you
yeah.
want, go for it.
I will take that.
It's 4.
No, I will definitely take that damage.
Awesome. So yeah, as you do that, like I said, you now see very small fragments of bluish black rock that have just kind of slid across the ice where that bone originally was, where portions of that bone is.
Oh, okay, that hurt. And I just turn around. And are these rocks like the Charterlin that we've been seeing from?
Oh yeah.
Hmm.
Is there any Charterlin close to me?
There are small, like very small pieces, like fragments, laying on the ground. It seems like when you impaled the method into the bone, whatever the Chartelin was stuck in the bone, kind of bursted with it.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I think we're done. And I just walk back to the others.
Nice.
nice move.
Oh, that hurt. Actually, that actually really hurt. I just looked at Jack. Muted.
Let me see. So you're hurt. How hurt are you?
Um,
I'm out of spells, but I have I've
I'll
got
take a
my.
good berry. I'll take a good berry if I can have one.
I recommend that you eat a good berry, and
I can heal you.
Yeah, I can do a good berry.
Oh wait, Castle, you want to heal me? I'll take
I
healing
can
from
I can
Castle.
heal you. I can. What are your hit points at right now?
14 out of 25.
Okay.
Oh wait, like what Arwina said, if I had to pick a scale from 1 to 25.
Okay, you are going to get the remaining 6 of my lay on hands.
I'm gonna take a good berry.
Okay.
I will also take a good berry. I'm starving now.
No one will.
Not
both-
fun at all.
We both will
As-
not be hungry.
As you are feeding the good berries, you start to see what seems to be humanoid shadows kind of floating around you on the ground.
Floating.
Well, you can see the shadow on the
Ooh,
ground.
I think it's
but
time
it's
to go,
moving.
guys.
Yeah, let's back
Oh.
away from this.
Yeah,
I think
I
we
don't do
found the
those.
missing people. I start taking the mace to the ice.
Mm-hmm.
The shadows just keep moving.
Are they moving in a menacing way?
They're moving as if a group of vultures are flying overhead.
No,
Oh, that's not good.
no.
Hold on, I thought they were like floating dead bodies, and it was just the water moving.
No, no, it's a shadow.
Oh, well, that's not good.
As you
Let's.
I just start running full bore towards the mountain, dashing.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's get
Okay.
out.
So as you run full sprint towards the hills, you look up over your shoulder and you can see a small pack of harpies flying your direction and slowly starting to descend towards you. And that is where we will pick up next week.
Oh crap!
The harpies look corrupted. They have this bluish black glint to them, and they are approaching quickly. But we'll find out more next week. Thank you all for coming for another episode of Dress to Quest.
We have good news for all of our viewers.
Yes.
I just got
Go for it.
confirmation from Peter Atkinson. Starting next week, we'll be starting at 5 p.m. PST, which is 8 p.m. EST every Monday.
Awesome. So we'll be starting an hour early, which hopefully means that all of you can continue to join us through the whole thing. I know it's very late for our East Coast people, and including myself. So I'm looking forward to that extra amount of energy because that would be amazing. But do not fret. We will still be here for our 3 hours, and we will find out what happens next to our party as they head towards the mountains, as they're being stalked by the harpies above. Anyway, thank you all, of course. Real quick, just go around the circle to let everybody know where they can find you. Alex, we'll start with you.
You can find me on TikTok at Wild Hearts or here on Twitch at The Bad Ideas. And I've been talking in the chat a little bit.
Awesome. Torrance?
You can find me here on Twitch at TinyT14. I was also hanging out in the chat. Additionally, you can find me on TikTok at the TinyT14 or on YouTube with my D&D group, which is off-branded.
Awesome. Eric?
Yep. So you can find me at Dad Jokes and Dragons on TikTok, and of course here.
Awesome. And I'm Tabletop Misfits. You can find me here on Mondays, on Tabletop Misfits on Wednesdays, and soon Northwolf 411 on Thursdays. So things keep getting busier for me, I swear. But also, I just want to do a couple quick shout outs to people that have helped us with this stream, including Nerdiest Maximus, who provides all of our music, Gooey Cube, who's giving us a bunch of our NPC portraits, and Sirenscape for extra sound effects, and of course Foundry for the wonderful VTT that we utilize. So hope you all come join us again next week as we continue our story in Icewind Dale. Have a wonderful, wonderful night.